third day's session, and really looking forward to learning many new interesting things. And please keep sharing your feedback as you always do. So let's start. Now we've done many things. We did clauses yesterday. We did commas, punctuation, some of the punctuation marks yesterday. But today I'm going to first start with a revision exercise. तो सेंटेंस कंस्ट्रक्शन में हमारी गलतियां कहाँ कहाँ हो जाती हैं और हम कैसे कभी कभी विदाउट रियलाइजिंग we may end up making mistake. So I will just give you some errors that usually take place in writing, and then we will start with some more interesting things which we are going to be learning today. So let's start here. Is my screen visible? Not as yet, I think. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to be starting on our day 3. And first, like I said, कि sentences में problems कहाँ कहाँ हो जाती हैं. So let's see. So usually हमारे जब अगर एक single sentence है, इनकम्प्लीट सेंटेंस होगा अगर उसमें सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब नहीं होगा, और कभी कभी कंप्लीट से कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस होगा बट उसमें इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज नहीं होगा, सो दैट कैन आल्सो बी अ प्रॉब्लम. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल अगर हम एक सेंटेंस लिख रहे हैं बट विदाउट सब्जेक्ट और वर्ब लिख रहे हैं तो वही दैट्स अ फ्रेज, that's not a sentence. So suppose if we write the cost of renting an apartment, अब ये phrase हो गया, it is not a complete sentence because there is no verb. The cost of renting an apartment in Mumbai is very high. So sometimes it can be a complex sentence but उसमें independent clause है ही नहीं. So there are two dependent clauses, and then again the sentence will be incorrect. So because some students have part-time jobs, incomplete. So some students are not able to devote much time to academics because they have part-time jobs. So in this case, you have to add a verb or a subject and change that phrase into a complete sentence. And if it's a dependent clause, check. If it is just an dependent clause, you will add an independent clause and make it complete. So that is one kind of correction you can do. The second kind is annotation request I am getting from Prashant Kumar Shinde. I'm just declining it. A word or phrase. Sometimes, again, we did this yesterday in misplaced modifiers, that the modifier is not placed close to the word which it is modifying. तो वो भी एक mistake होती है, misplaced modifiers. We have to check for that also. So a word or phrase that modifies a word not clearly placed, stated in the sentence. Having finished the assignment, the TV was turned on. Now, who turned on the television? Who finished the assignment? Not mentioned. So there is no modifier misplaced hai. So the sentence is incorrect. So you have to explain who is the doer of the action, how can you combine the phrase and main clause into one. So Ravi turned on the television having finished the assignment, or after completing the assignment, Ravi turned on the television. So that will be the correct sentence. The third error I have already mentioned yesterday also, I'm just revising it. Two independent clauses, if they are not joined by a coordinating conjunction and comma, or by a subordinating conjunction and or without the semicolon, if you are just putting a comma in between two sentences, two independent sentences, the sentence will be incorrect. It will become an run-on sentence, which is a mistake. So remember, if there are two independent clauses, you have to use the correct punctuation marks that go with it. So two independent clauses are joined with no punctuation, or two independent clauses are joined by a comma and there is no coordinator. Coordinator means no coordinating conjunction, then it's a mistake. So add a full stop. Either you can add a full stop, you can add a semicolon, you can add a coordinator, or you can add a subordinate conjunction. We have covered all these. Then, if you are writing too many simple short sentences, one after the other, that will also not solve the purpose, because small sentences can be boring, they are monotonous, and they will not be able to explain the complexity that you want to bring out. So your thoughts will look very simple. I mean, it will not show the depth in your writing. So just don't stick to simple sentences. So combine them into complex sentences or compound sentences, and we know how to do it. We have all the coordinating and subordinating conjunctions to do that. At the same time, we also have to remember that we do not use a very lengthy sentence. जैसे हमने कल एक example में देखा था, the basic concepts, embedded types, उसमें challenges भी आ गए थे, उसमें challenges and issues भी आ गए थे, problems, everything was just put in one sentence and it became very, very complicated. So if you are writing a sentence, one idea. Remember that. Changing the idea, change the sentence. If in one sentence you want to show the change in idea, use a connector, use a conjunction, and then express yourself. Nahi to it will become difficult for the reader to understand. So there is another kind of error which takes place, that is parallel structure. So अगर हम infinitive में लिख रहे हैं तो it should be all in infinitive, माने जहाँ to होता है, और जहाँ अगर gerunds में लिख रहे हैं ing तो we have to follow the same structure. Subject and verb should match with each other. So अगर ये सब चीजें नहीं होंगी तो आपका जो writing है, it is not running parallel. And if it is not running parallel, it will go out of balance. So there is an example like going to bed early. Now, going to bed early and to rise early. Going to bed early is a different kind of construction. To rise early is a different kind of construction. Makes a man healthy. अब healthy, अगर आपने कहा healthy is an adjective. Have wealth, ये different हो गया. And in possession of wisdom, that has become a noun phrase. So आपने एक ही sentence में कहीं आप adjective से बता रहे हैं, कहीं आप verb से बता रहे हैं, कहीं आप noun से बता रहे हैं. So it cannot be a correct sentence in that regard. So parallel में क्या होगा, अगर healthy है तो healthy के साथ सारे adjectives आने चाहिए. It should be healthy, wealthy, possession of wisdom, wise. So healthy, wealthy, and wise. Similarly, going to bed early and rising early होना चाहिए या early to bed and early to rise? तो दोनों चीजें should match because it then brings in the clarity. So going to bed early and rising early makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise, we can say, or early to bed and early to rise makes a person because it's now gender neutral. So makes a person healthy, wealthy, and wise. So remember all these, all these features in your writing. This will bring in more clarity and more, what should I say, consistency in whatever your written expressions are. तो अब एक छोटी सी एक्सरसाइज है. पंक्चुएशंस हमने कल किए थे. अब इन पंक्चुएशंस की जरूरत क्या है? व्हाट इज नॉट, वो तो हमने कल किया था. Now I'm giving you a small paragraph and let's see if we can understand anything from this paragraph. It's not punctuated. So let's see what it means and please feel free to give your... Hello? Hello? Ma'am, you are saying something? Okay. So we will, so let's read this paragraph. I'm sure, can everyone see this paragraph? The font is a little small, but I'm sure you all can read it. So perhaps
Yes,
you
ma'am.
don't always, okay. So perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. My uncle Harry once said he was not very clever and I never understood a word he wrote to me. I think I learned some punctuation, not too much enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. अब इसमें पढ़ा मैंने, आपको क्लियर हुआ? मुझे तो कुछ क्लियर नहीं हुआ क्योंकि इसमें कहाँ पॉजेज हैं, कहाँ फुल स्टॉप्स हैं, कहाँ कैपिटल लेटर्स हैं, कुछ भी क्लियर नहीं है. कहाँ कॉन्ट्रैक्शन अपॉस्ट्रोफी है, कहाँ पजेसिव अपॉस्ट्रोफी, कुछ भी इसमें क्लियर मुझे तो नहीं हुआ. और किसी को क्लियर हुआ क्या? What exactly is given in this? Or can we put punctuation marks? इसमें हम अगर अपनी तरफ से punctuation marks करें तो कैसे होगा, ये बता सकता है कोई? So grammar is all correct, but punctuation marks are missing. So without punctuation marks, our sentences cannot be correct. Yes, somebody, please feel free to share. Meghna ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Perhaps comma,
Hmm.
you don't में apostrophe आएगा.
Hmm.
Always need to use commas, comma, periods,
Hmm.
comma,
Hmm.
colons.
Hmm.
I'm not sure whether colons के बाद comma आएगा या नहीं आएगा.
Hmm.
Then etc. May, because it's a compulsion, so there will be a full stop
Hmm.
to make sentences clear. Full stop.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then when I am in a hurry, comma, tired, comma, cold, comma, lazy, or angry,
Hmm.
comma, uh,
Hmm.
I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Full stop.
Hmm.
Grammar is stupid. Full stop. Or
Hmm.
maybe grammar is stupid. Semicolon.
Hmm.
I can write without it. And don't में apostrophe आएगा.
Hmm.
Needed. Full
Hmm.
stop. My uncle Harry once said,
Hmm.
comma,
Hmm.
he was not once said, comma, inverted commas. No,
Hmm.
no, not inverted commas. Once said, comma, he was not very clever, comma, and I never understood a word he wrote to me. Full
Hmm.
stop.
Hmm.
I think I'll में apostrophe आएगा.
Hmm.
I think I learn some punctuation. Semicolon, not too much. Semicolon again, enough to write to Uncle Harry. Full stop. He needs some help. Full stop. And the capitals wherever required.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for responding. Let's see the answer. Let's see. Perhaps, like you said, is capital first. Perhaps you don't need. Now let's read it. Perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Now, quotation marks open. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. Inverted commas close. My Uncle Harry once said. He was not very clear, and I never understood a word he wrote to me. I think I learned some punctuation. Not too much. Enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. So, does this make the meaning clear? Now
Yes,
this is so much clearer. Yes. So I will learn some punctuation where you said semicolon, ma'am. The dash can also be used there. So we are just going to be learning about dashes also. So it is to emphasize. So not too much, enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. So this is the power of punctuation, so they can change the meaning of the sentence. So we are going to start with inverted commas now because we didn't do inverted commas. So inverted commas are double inverted commas, single inverted commas. We are going to be learning about both. But before that, of course, capitalization. So capitalization and also capitalization in title, thesis writing. So we know in normal sentence case where letters should be capitalized because I mean, we know that all the proper nouns are capitalized. Pronoun I is always capitalized. The first letter in a sentence is always capitalized. So always use capital letters to begin a sentence. There was heavy traffic on the road, so T will be capital. For proper nouns, specific names of places, animals, and things, days, weeks, months. And for abbreviations, also IT, information technology, and CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Now, can anybody tell me what are the rules for capitalizing titles? Like your research title needs to be capitalized. So what will either we in our computer, we just tell it to capitalize every letter, every first letter, it'll just do that, or it can go to sentence case, uppercase, lowercase. Yes, ma'am, please. I can see here, Bagde ma'am, would you like to share something?
Yes, ma'am. First letter of every word that
हाँ.
must be capital. And ma'am, if there is any thing like it's है या फिर has है ऐसा word आ गया है तो उसको नहीं हम करेंगे. It में का I नहीं होगा ना it's में का वो नहीं होगा. But still
अच्छा.
जो हर word है उसका first letter capital रहना चाहिए.
अच्छा, तो फर्स्ट लेटर कैपिटल रहना चाहिए पर कुछ कुछ का नहीं रहना चाहिए. तो कुछ वर्ड्स हैं जिनको हम कैपिटलाइज नहीं करते हैं और कुछ वर्ड्स हैं, हाँ, प्रपोजिशंस को नहीं करते हैं और कुछ हमारे जो कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शंस है फैन बॉयज उनको भी नहीं करते हैं, बिकॉज देर आर जस्ट 2 और 3 लेटर वर्ड्स, बट इज एम आर को करते हैं. तो we will just see for the name, so capitalization for the name of a day, month or festival, ये तो है ही. To write a title before someone's name, pronoun I is always capitalized. This is in general English. And quotation marks का first letter, जब आप speech को quotation marks में लिख रहे हैं तो first letter is always capitalized. Title में जब टाइटल पे आते हैं तो फर्स्ट वर्ड हमेशा कैपिटलाइज्ड होगा, लास्ट वर्ड हमेशा कैपिटलाइज्ड होगा, और बीच के जो इंपॉर्टेंट वर्ड्स है उनमें क्या क्या आएगा. तो उनमें आते हैं आपके सारे एडजेक्टिव्स, सारे एडवर्ब्स, सारे नाउन, प्रोनाउन, सबऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शंस जो कि 3 लेटर्स से ज्यादा के हैं. अगर 3 लेटर्स से कम के हैं तो आपको उनको कैपिटलाइज करने की जरूरत नहीं है, और वर्ब्स सारी कैपिटलाइज होंगी. तो लेट्स सी व्हाट इज नॉट कैपिटलाइज्ड. ए एंड द. पर अगर आप इसको शुरू ही आपका टाइटल द से हो रहा है कि अ स्टडी इन अ स्पेसिफिक एरिया और समथिंग द whatever the collection of something, so अगर फर्स्ट लेटर आ रहा है तो कैपिटल हो जाए, फर्स्ट वर्ड आ रहा है तो कैपिटल होगा. अगर मिडिल ऑफ द थीसिस, मिडिल ऑफ द टाइटल में आ रहा है तो कैपिटल नहीं होगा. कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शंस जो हमारे फैन बॉयज हैं वो कैपिटलाइज नहीं किए जाते हैं. प्रेपोजिशंस भी देखिए, 2 लेटर वाले प्रेपोजिशंस को मत कीजिए. सो जैसे ये जो स्मॉल वर्ड्स होते हैं, जो 2 लेटर्स 3 लेटर्स हैं, ये कैपिटलाइज ज्यादा नहीं ये होते ही नहीं. और इज एम आर को किया जाता है. इज एम आर वर्ब्स हैं तो उनको किया जाएगा. हैज, हैव, डू, डज, डिड, इन सबको किया जाएगा. पर ये कंजंक्शंस और प्रेपोजिशंस को नहीं किया जाता, और आर्टिकल्स ए एंड द को नहीं किया जाता. पर अगर ये कोऑर्डिनेटिंग कंजंक्शन बिगिनिंग में आ गए तो आप फर्स्ट लेटर, फर्स्ट वर्ड को हमेशा कैपिटलाइज करेंगे, लास्ट वर्ड को हमेशा कैपिटलाइज करेंगे. सो दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव टू रिमेंबर. ओके, सो वी आर गोइंग टू डू एन एक्सरसाइज नाउ. ये सेंटेंस केस है, अ पोर्ट्रेट ऑफ द आर्टिस्ट एज अ यंग मैन. तो ये सेंटेंस केस में फर्स्ट लेटर आपका कैपिटलाइज हो गया. पर इसी को अगर आपने टाइटल केस में करना है तो अ, पी, ऑफ नहीं होगा, द नहीं होगा, आर्टिस्ट का ए होगा, एस नहीं होगा, अ नहीं होगा, यंग मैन. दिस इज हाउ वी हैव टू राइट द टाइटल केस. हम सेंटेंस केस ऐसा होगा, टाइटल केस ऐसा होगा. Is it clear the difference between the sentence case and the title case?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, next पे जाते हैं. सेंटेंस केस में होता क्या है, बहुत बार हम लोग सारा कैपिटलाइज कर देते हैं बिकॉज वी हैव दिस फैसिलिटी. तो ऑल कैप्स. अब ऑल कैप्स में पहले तो हम कभी किसी को भी ईमेल भेजें या मैसेज भेजें तो कभी भी ऑल कैप्स में नहीं भेजना चाहिए, बिकॉज ईमेल स्पेशली अगर आपने ऑल कैप्स में भेज दी, इट इज लाइक शाउटिंग. और अगर आपने मैसेज ऑल कैप्स में भेज दिया, इट इज लाइक शाउटिंग, यू आर शाउटिंग एट दैट पर्सन. सो ऑल कैप्स को यूज नहीं किया जाता है. दूसरा, ऑल कैप्स को यूज करने से ये लगता है कि आपको शायद ये कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं था कि कहाँ कैपिटल कहाँ स्मॉल होना चाहिए, तो जस्ट टू मेक इट इजी आपने सारे ऑल कैप्स कर दिए. तो ये इसलिए हमें ऑल कैप्स को अवॉइड करके जो राइट वे ऑफ राइटिंग है वही फॉलो करना चाहिए. तो सेंटेंस केस हमारा Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance and inquiry into values. Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance. Zen capital हो गया, and और the नहीं होगा, art capital हो गया, off नहीं होगा, motorcycle maintenance हो गया, अब colon आ गया, colon के बाद an inquiry into values, क्योंकि ये इसी के बारे में बता रहा है तो आपने इसको capital कर दिया. Okay, so this is the difference between the sentence case and the title case. तो अब आप एक एक्सरसाइज करेंगे एंड यू विल टेल मी व्हाट इज राइट. दिस ऑफ व्हिच सेंटेंस इज करेक्ट.
First is A.
हाँ. Then
C.
हाँ.
C.
And B.
सेकंड में, फर्स्ट में A, सेकंड में C
C.
एंड थर्ड में
D.
C. थर्ड में C
C.
again.
C.
C, है ना?
C.
So
Right.
the answer is, the first one is A, the second one is C,
C.
and the third one is C
C.
again. है ना? हाँ, very good. तो हमें ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि बाकी ऑप्शंस क्यों नहीं सही हैं. तो फर्स्ट में B में U कैपिटल नहीं होना चाहिए, I शुड बी कैपिटल, और इसमें I कैपिटल नहीं है, तो दिस इज रॉन्ग. इसलिए ओनली ऑप्शन ए इज द राइट ऑप्शन. और दूसरे वाले में भी द फेमस केमिस्ट में हस्बैंड H कैपिटल नहीं होना चाहिए. मारी क्यूरी में C is not capitalized, so it is incorrect. So only the third one is correct. और ये टाइटल केस है. क्योंकि ये टाइटल केस है, अगर ये इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में है तो it is, that is showing टाइटल केस. सो टाइटल केस है तो फिर हमें सारे को वो करना पड़ेगा, कैपिटल में करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन. इन्वर्टेड कॉमास. सो ये हमारे, आप देख सकते हैं, डबल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास एंड सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास. तो ये हमारा कॉमा का साइन है, इसको इन्वर्ट कर दिया गया है. सो इन्वर्टेड डबल कॉमास एंड सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास. अब ये कहाँ कैसे यूज होते हैं और इनके साथ कॉमास कैसे यूज होते हैं, वी आर गोइंग टू बी लर्निंग अबाउट दैट. एंड एनीबडी, इन्वर्टेड कॉमास को हम कोटेशन मार्क्स भी कहते हैं और स्पीच मार्क्स भी कहते हैं. तो ये देखिए, मुझे इतना प्यारा एग्जाम्पल लगा कि बहुत ही, आई मीन, वेरी ब्यूटिफुली एक्सप्लेन्ड हियर. Two places where inverted commas are needed when writing direct speech. The first is, these are called opening inverted commas, and Diana question mark के बाद closing inverted commas. Both are, मतलब एक opening और closing, ये pair में आएंगे हमेशा. तो you have to ensure that you are using them in pairs. You need to open your inverted commas with a, ये देखिए, ये 6 ऐसे दिखता है before the first word which is being spoken, and you need to close your inverted commas with a, this sign which is 9 after the last word which is being spoken. आप कंप्यूटर पे जब करेंगे तो कभी कभी कंप्यूटर ऑल्सो शोज डिफरेंट, उसके ओपनिंग होती है, डिफरेंट क्लोजिंग होती है. तो प्लीज इंश्योर कि आपका ओपनिंग में ही ओपन इन्वर्टेड कॉमास हो, क्योंकि कंप्यूटर को तो पता नहीं है, वो तो क्लोजिंग वाले, दोनों में डिफरेंस है. ओपनिंग 6 जैसे हैं, क्लोजिंग 9 जैसे हैं. तो कभी कभी कंप्यूटर ओपनिंग में भी क्लोजिंग दिखा देता है. तो यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल कि आपका सही कॉमास यूज हो रहे हैं कि नहीं हो रहे हैं. And imagine this, I really liked that inverted commas are like hands. They hold within them only the words which are being spoken. So remember, these inverted commas are like two hands and they are holding the spoken words within them. So what's the matter, Diana? Set, sit. So inverted commas आ गए just to specify कि भाई ये spoken words हैं, ध्यान दीजिए. Okay, so they are also called, so inverted commas को quotation marks भी बोलते हैं, speech marks भी बोलते हैं. So they will go on both the sides of the spoken words. Now suppose you have left your pen, called James to his friend, so opening and closing. Thank you, Paul replied. अब एक आपने हमेशा सीखा होगा कि कैपिटल, इट इज अ फैक्ट, इट इज अ रूल कि ऑलवेज द फर्स्ट लेटर इन कोटेशन मार्क्स हैज टू बी अ कैपिटल लेटर. दैट इज अ रूल हमेशा के लिए. कैपिटलाइजेशन में फर्स्ट लेटर इन द कोटेशन मार्क्स विल बी इन कैपिटल. पर जब वो कोटेशन कंटिन्यूड है, जैसे थैंक यू, Paul replied, "Good job, you spotted it. I'd have been looking for that later." अब ये पॉल का कंटिन्यूएशन में चल रहा है, तो हमें बीच में कैपिटल डालने की जरूरत नहीं है. इज दिस क्लियर? कि पॉल रिप्लाइड, हम ऐसे भी इसको कर सकते थे कि पॉल रिप्लाइड पहले ले आते, थैंक यू, गुड जॉब, यू स्पॉटेड इट, आई हैव बीन लुकिंग फॉर दैट लेटर. तो भी इट वुड हैव बीन द सेम वे. पॉल रिप्लाइड बीच में आ गया तो गुड जॉब कैपिटल में नहीं होगा, बिकॉज टी इज ऑलरेडी कैपिटलाइज्ड. सो रिमेंबर दिस. ओके, क्योंकि same quotation is being continued. The reason for this is that the quotation is continued. So it's new, not a new quotation which is coming up. So remember, yeah, I mean when you are quoting, तो हमेशा set बोलने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. There are many interesting more words. So some more examples and then we will be doing an exercise. So whenever you are marking out speech, use the inverted commas. When you are using someone else's speech, अगर जैसे ये खाली आ गया, George don't do that. अब George don't do that में आपका speaker का नहीं लिखा हुआ है, तो you can just say the speaker said, और जिसके बारे में नरेशन चल रहा है, that person said. It is understood who the speaker could be, so sometimes it is omitted. और या फिर you can specify, my grandpa said, share your chocolate with your friends. So again, holding hands, what did the grandpa say? Grandpa said, share your chocolates with your friends. So those are the inverted commas. So अच्छा, अब क्या होता है कि समटाइम्स इन अ सेंटेंस ऑल्सो, जैसे कल मैम ने बोला था कि ये जो अनफेमिलियर वर्ड्स हैं या जो जार्गन्स हैं, तो ये फॉरेन वर्ड्स व्हेन वी आर यूजिंग इन आवर राइटिंग्स, यू कैन शो देम, हाईलाइट देम बाय पुटिंग इन्वर्टेड कॉमास अराउंड देम. तो जैसे वही एग्जाम्पल मैंने यहाँ पे लिया है कि ये थर्ड वाला सेंटेंस अगर आप देखेंगे, टॉम टॉक्ड एट नॉशियम, तो अब किसी को नहीं पता है कि एट नॉशियम क्या है, तो उसको हमने इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में डाल दिया. अबाउट द टाइम ही स्कोर्ड द विनिंग रन. सो दिस वाज ओनली जस्ट एज एन एग्जाम्पल. इट इज द फॉरेन वर्ड्स को अगर हमें यहाँ पे एक एक्स्ट्रा आ गया है, so I'll just remove this, it's not required. So to mark a certain word or phrase that is being quoted from another place or person. कितनी बार ऐसा होता है कि हम बात करते करते बोलते हैं कि my friend said that you are very intelligent. So my friend said that you are very intelligent को आप highlight करने के लिए inverted commas में कह सकते हैं. ओके सो और अगर आपको किसी सेंटेंस को एम्फसाइज करना है, सेंटेंस में किसी वर्ड को एम्फसाइज करना है, तो भी आप स्पीच मार्क्स ला सकते हैं, वहां पे इन्वर्टेड कॉमास ला सकते हैं। और ऑफ कोर्स अगर इडियम्स और अनफेमिलियर एक्सप्रेशन है तो, जैसे वी कॉल दिस phenomenon the water cycle. So the water cycle is the specific name given, आप इसको कॉमास में डाल सकते हैं। One of Michael Jackson's hit songs is called Billie Jean. So Billie Jean को आपने highlight कर दिया. And Tom talked ad nauseum about the time he scored the winning run. So in तीन references में you can use inverted commas. Is this clear? It is they are used to draw attention, to highlight something. हम शायद इसे otherwise notice नहीं करते, but because it is pointed out by using the inverted commas, then our attention goes there. तो आपके जैसे बहुत सारे जर्नल्स के होंगे, या आप एक्सर्प्ट्स कहीं से ले रहे हैं, या आप कुछ उसमें हाईलाइट करना चाहते हैं, सो देयर आर वेरियस वेज इन विच वी कैन डू दैट हाईलाइटिंग, विच वी विल बी लर्निंग नाउ। सो इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स जब भी आप यूज करें, यू शुड हैव अ चेक लिस्ट, क्योंकि आप बहुत कोटेशंस करेंगे, क्योंकि आप रेफरेंसेस यू विल बी कोटिंग, सो you have to just remember this is the checklist. So did you use a capital letter, the first at the start of the sentence? So like here Miss Jones exclaimed, my favorite food. So M has to be capital. You can see there M को capital किया हुआ है। फिर आपने ये चेक कीजिए कि आपने इन्वर्टेड कॉमास ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग यूज किए कि नहीं किए। फिर आपके पास आपने डिड यू मेंशन हु इज स्पीकिंग और हु हैज रिटन और whose words are these? So the source, the speaker, did you mention that? वो आपको चेक करना है। और जो आप स्पीकर को बोलते हैं, जैसे डायरेक्ट स्पीच में दो पार्ट्स इन कोटेशन में दो चीजें होती हैं, एक होती है रिपोर्टिंग स्पीच, एक होती है रिपोर्टेड स्पीच। तो आपका स्पीकर इज मेंशन्ड और नॉट मेंशन्ड, प्लीज चेक दैट। देन आपका आप जो बोल रहे हैं, जैसे डेजी शाउटेड या रूबी सैंग, तो अगर आप ये शुरू में कर रहे हैं तो इसके बाद एक कॉमा आना मैंडेटरी है। Always see the comma here. You can see in the image also. Joseph cried this comma. I hate rain. और अगर आपने क्लोज कर रहे हैं तो जो ये पंक्चुएशन मार्क है ये इसके अंदर आ जाएगा। That is also important. तो comma before the inverted commas and punctuation marks, closing punctuation marks within the inverted commas, ये important है। So whenever you have a new speaker, अब वो तो मतलब that will depend on the quotations. Okay, so let's do an exercise. And then of course, we will be doing an exercise and let's do single inverted commas. अब single inverted commas कहाँ आते हैं? Single inverted commas आते हैं जब किसी quotation के बीच में ही you want to highlight something. So कोटेशन इज ऑलरेडी इन डबल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास, उसके बीच में आपको एक सिंगल वर्ड हाईलाइट करना है या फ्रेज हाईलाइट करना है या क्लॉज हाईलाइट करना है, देन यू कैन यूज सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास। सो दैट विल बी मार्वलस। वी विल सी यू एट द प्लेग्राउंड। हाईलाइट करना माने उसको स्ट्रेस एम्फसाइज, जैसे कल सर ने बोला था आघात, उसको थोड़ा और आपका अटेंशन ड्रॉ करना कि भाई इधर देखिए आप। तो इसलिए आप स्पीच मार्क्स के अंदर सिंगल इन्वर्टेड कॉमास यूज कर सकते हैं। हम लोग ज्यादा, I mean many of us may not be aware what's the difference between single inverted commas and double inverted commas. So, quotation and capitalization. तो 3 चीजें ध्यान में रखेंगे. हमने पहले ही देखा था कैपिटलाइजेशन में कि जब फर्स्ट सेंटेंस हमेशा कैपिटलाइज होगा तो सेंटेंस मीन्स इट्स एन इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज. सेंटेंस मतलब वो सब्जेक्ट वर्ब वाला सेंटेंस है तो इट विल बी कैपिटलाइज्ड. पर अगर फ्रेज है, सेंटेंस नहीं है, इट्स अ फ्रेज, तो फ्रेज को हमें कैपिटलाइज करने की जरूरत नहीं है. Phrase can be in small letters because we are just highlighting something. Okay, so sentence independent clause, there is no way we will get there in time. It's a sentence, it's an independent clause, it will be in capital T. But he called them loud, smelly and utterly annoying. So loud, smelly and utterly annoying to independent clause hai nahi. It's a phrase. So Meenakshi ma'am, आपका शायद mic is on. Could you please mute? Yes. So because it's a phrase, phrase को capitalize करने की जरूरत नहीं है, वो खाली small में भी हो सकता है. और एक और हमने थर्ड एग्जाम्पल किया था कि अगर सेम कोटेशन इज कंटिन्यूइंग तो हमें बीच में कैपिटल लाने की जरूरत नहीं है बिकॉज इट्स द सेम कोटेशन. सो देयर इज नो पॉइंट. द प्रॉब्लम विथ ओपिनियंस, Paula explained, is that everyone has one. So capitalization, the first letter in speech marks is always in a sentence is always capitalized. ये याद रखना है. phrases को small letters में लिख सकते हैं और अगर वो continued quotation है तो आपको break करके capitalize करने की जरूरत नहीं है because the sentence is already begin with a capital letter. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next one. Let's do this exercise on quotation marks. कहाँ आएंगे quotation? Anybody? The first sentence, I'm just deleting the second one. Where should we put the quotation marks?
And before and after no,
हाँ,
and then before I, and at the end of the full stop after minutes.
हाँ, absolutely, absolutely. And then for the second one?
Before do and at the end of the sentence after regularly question mark.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So very, very clear. Yes. So let's see which one is the correct answer.
The first one is A.
First one. Ma'am, second one. In second one, it is second one.
Yes, yes.
First one and the third one.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Yes, very, very easy, very simple to understand. Yes.
Second one.
Ma'am, first one.
First one.
First one, yes, absolutely. Now we come to ellipsis. Can anybody tell me what would ellipsis mean? Like I've already shared this slide with everyone, but if you could just tell me कि क्या ellipsis आपने पहले नाम सुना है या use किया है या anyone? We may have used it many times. Reference to context में या when you are doing your quoting someone quotation है तो हम क्या करते थे कि पहला initial word we will write and then we will put dot 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 endless number of dots and write the last word and close. And that is how I thought it was meant to be, like you could just go on writing endless numbers of dots. But it's not that way. You can just write 3 dots. So 3 dots in ellipses show that something is omitted. So if we are leaving anything in quotation, so just 3 dots would do. So replacement for omitted words. What and now ellipsis is used. Yes, there are 4 uses. हम किसी को कभी-कभी WhatsApp में message भी भेजते हैं. And then we just say we express ourselves and then we just put dot dot dot. That means there was so much more that I wanted to express which I'm not able to, so a lot is unspoken, or there is much more that I want to share. So ये जो वो dot 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 है वो ellipsis है. So that is also that has a name. So it is a replacement for omitted words, words which are not shared. So what good fortune that the people don't think. Now what good fortune for what? For the government maybe, for the people in power maybe, for what we don't know. It is unspoken. So we can make our own assumptions. So what good fortune that the people don't think. So that is those 3 dots ellipsis. Then a pause for effect. Then it appeared. Pause. A genie. So ये भी हमारे friend ellipsis आए हमारी rescue के लिए. An unfinished thought, like I was sharing that when sending messages we want to speak so much but we are not able to put everything in words, so we just put dot dot dot, so that means thought is not yet complete. Or sometimes you don't want to say it, so I know he deserved it but we don't know what happened, so just leave it unfinished. And sometimes you just don't have anything to say. So you just trail off into silence. So we were now on our own and there was nothing more to say. So you just trail off into silence. So these are the different ways where these dots, dot, 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 these are used. Okay. And even in writing, uh, it's a punctuation mark, like consisting of 3 dots, which used when you're omitting a word, phrase, line, paragraph, or more from a quoted passage. You don't want to write the complete passage, you just you use ellipsis there. तो ये हमारा they save space, they remove material that is less relevant, it avoids repetition, and it also, I mean, something which is not important can be easily left out, and it does not change the meaning of the sentence. And it is also shown informally. This is for formal writing. And informally, if we talk about, then it shows like trailing off into silence or unfinished thought or hesitation or incomplete sentences. So he was without hope. desolate, empty, the epitome of a broken heart. So, this is the work of the ellipsis. So now I'm going to be doing an exercise. Now, suppose, jaise, in writing, how are you going to be using it? So we will be doing that. So ellipsis, what a beautiful garden it was with lots of flowers, trees, bushes, etc. Such a wonderful place. What a beautiful garden means ki garden mein there are going to be flowers, trees, bushes. What else is going to be there in a garden? These are the obvious things. So you can just avoid them. What a beautiful garden. Such a wonderful place. So it is left to your imagination that you know what all a garden can have, or you can just mention it. So these are the obvious things. Then I know I saw my keys somewhere and unfinished thought. I'm not sure what to do. Confused, hesitation, unfinished, trailing off into silence. I never thought. I think none of us ever thought that pandemic could take such a shape and, it could worsen to such an extent. So no one ever thought. And then, I mean, the situation that is today, we all are facing it so terrible. So we just can't even express it in our words. So dot. Now, what happened now? Infinitives I shared with you. Infinitives are where to do, to write, to jump, to go. So all these words, to ke saath, they are the infinitives. So sometimes we can avoid them. Repetition, बार बार लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. And sometimes to is required, sometimes it is not required. So let us see. Although we can omit an infinitive phrase when the meaning is clear. So although she has tried hard to stop smoking, she hasn't been able to. पर बहुत कुछ verbs के बाद to की जरूरत नहीं है. तो जैसे did you buy the presents? I forgot. I forgot to buy present की जरूरत नहीं है. It is understood. I forgot. तो आगे का आप अपने आप, it is easily understood because it is with reference to the direct question that was raised just before. Okay, so now ready for an exercise. I hope we all can do the exercise and yes, let's do this. What will the answer?
Didn't want to.
Didn't want to.
Harish did his homework. He didn't want to. Yes. The next one.
She could not.
It was obvious that she could not. Absolutely.
We can.
Next. We can. Tomorrow we can. You don't work as hard as
You do.
You should.
you
You
should. You should or you do.
You do?
Ma'am, I think both will work. If you do or you should, both will work.
Both will not work. Only one will work. So you don't work as hard as you do. इसमें तो थोड़ा कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो गया ना. मतलब आप उतना काम नहीं करते हो, जितनी मेहनत नहीं करते हो जितनी आप करते हो. You don't work as hard as you do. तो यहाँ पे कॉन्ट्रडिक्शन हो गया. ये नहीं हो सकता. You should इसलिए होगा क्योंकि should का मतलब होता है चाहिए. तो तुम उतनी मेहनत नहीं करते हो जितनी तुम्हें करनी चाहिए. You should work much harder. So you should work hard, but you don't work as hard as you should. ओके तो यू डू बिल्कुल भी नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे. शुड का मतलब होता है जो हमें सजेशन है ना, ये इट इज अ सजेशन. सो एज मच एज यू शुड, जितना आपको करना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट, somebody's mic is on. Huh? I don't know if I'll pass all my exams, but I
Hope.
I hope. But I hope.
I hope
But
to.
I hope to. I hope to. Yes, I hope to. So, okay, let's do this. Hmm.
I didn't.
I didn't. Yes.
Didn't.
Why should it not be haven't? Didn't is the right answer. My question is haven't क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए ये?
Because
क्योंकि
it
I
wasn't a compulsion, ma'am.
वहां पे could have gone है तो यहाँ पे haven't क्यों नहीं होना चाहिए?
Because it wasn't a compulsion.
Okay. Any other explanation? So I'll tell you. Could have gone. ये could का past tense है. तो जैसे could is also in present tense, should, could, would, ये सारे जो हमारे verbs होते हैं, अगर हमें इन्हें past tense में करना है तो हम could have, should have, would have ऐसे बोलते हैं. तो could have gone to university माने past tense में, मैं जा सकती थी, but I didn't, क्योंकि didn't past tense में है, haven't past tense में नहीं है, haven't present tense में है. तो I could have gone to university but I didn't. या जैसे I could have done medicine but I didn't. I could have gone to on a holiday but I didn't. जो मैं कर सकती थी वो मैंने किया नहीं, तो past tense में है. Okay, that is fine. Next.
Mean to.
Mean to. हाँ, but he didn't mean to. Yes. Next. Won't. Won't.
She won't.
She won't. तो इसमें भी सिमिलरली क्योंकि शुड जो है वो प्रेजेंट टेंस में आ गया, शी शुड उसको मिलना चाहिए पर नहीं मिल सकता है या नहीं मिलेगा. तो अगर ये पास्ट टेंस में होता तो शी शुड हैव गॉट द जॉब बट शी डिडंट. तो इसलिए ये प्रेजेंट में है तो वोंट. ओके, स्मिता कीप्स हर स्टडी रूम टाइडी. रोशन
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
doesn't again क्योंकि वो present tense में है. Yes, yes. Didn't नहीं, doesn't. And Varun didn't do well in the exam. He was sure.
Had to.
He would.
He would.
He would.
He would.
He would. He would. He was sure he would. Perfect answer. बिल्कुल सही जवाब. Very nice. So now I think it is almost, we have done 1 hour. So let's take a break for 5 minutes and then we will start with the next section. Okay, so Preeti ma'am, shall we take a
Ji.
break for 5 minutes?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Huh? So we will just take a break for 5 minutes. Please stay